If you haven't checked out the latest video, make sure you do so right before you continue. It was a dope piece that I curated together for a commission piece that I later on had to drop off to Nashville. Alright, yep, just slide it down. If you are new, don't forget to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and welcome.
Yeah, that's great. That's all.
Hope you enjoy.
And now for my next number, I'd like to return to the classics.
Product of the 90s on the beat, on the set, nigga.
Oh, my goodness.
What's up, y'all? I hope y'all been well. If you're new, welcome to this creative realm. This is Tell B Art, and this is where I bring you into my process, bring you into how I create, and you just see my flow of me being a full-time artist. It's been cool being able to go back in time and discover things that I used to like sketching, and shout out to my mom for giving me my first sketchbook. I remember it so vividly. But I remember me and a couple homies used to meet up in class, first, second grade, and we'll be drawing out of the Sports Illustrated kids books and recreating football plays and stuff. But I've been really having a good time getting back into it. The piece you just seen in the last clip, I'm actually gonna be painting over it. So I really like being able to paint over my old work and recreate something new, and being able to see that, being able to have the confidence of like, I could just make this all over again. But even growing more into that, out with the old and with the new, and it's okay to destroy beautiful things and create something more on top, and just for me personally, like, I'm a stickler, man. If I be around the same art piece for a good amount of time, eventually I ain't gonna cap, I'm gonna wanna get rid of it, or I'm gonna gift it, or I'm gonna paint over it, man. So but this piece in particular, this was in our bathroom, and it was a nice piece, man. It was like a cartoony portrait that I made of my girl, but I also kind of drew the inspo from an artist that I've been watching for some time, which is cool. But this kind of brings me to the point of this video, like why you shouldn't be stealing like an artist. Like I heard like last year, it was really a big narrative push last year, that I've noticed. But stealing like an artist, man, I can't get with it, man. Like I can see how that can also set so many people back, you know, feeling like they can just recreate everything that's been created, but where does that creativity actually stem from? Where are you really getting those ideas from, And if we're just copying and just trying to re-emulate something that we've seen, are we really diving into our creativity? Are we really getting into our imagination? And that's where I'm at right now, right? So I've been really discovering different ways to express myself through canvas, but really through my subject matter. Like I've been trying to not, literally trying, trying not to really be so anal with myself when it comes to sketching, and I just been vowing more to be loose, and really commit to that, and it's been fun. So this is kind of what's been coming up from that piece, the older joint that I had with the lady eating some chicken wings. So this is a special piece, man, because I've been really into Western movies recently, but it also just, like, I was talking to my lady yesterday just about how it's crazy how people literally will come into the town and fuck it up and leave. Like this is Gotham. Like people be treating America like it's Gotham. It really is on a lower scale, but people need to appreciate where they are and just refuse to allow negligence in their own areas. A bundle of joy, possibility, a hope for evolution, the igniter of the revolution. Before it's all said and done, Let's make it clear that the tool isn't the gun. As for what we fear, is the eternal battle of I and the peer. Accountability, not excuses being the shield. How much longer before it's all said and done? Or you forgot preparation. A mistake will put us in a deeper stake in this nation. You forgot love, cause he needs it before the illusion becomes the judge. Before my son takes on a life of mirage, a false collage, a dream they control, through the knowledge camouflage, it's cool to pick up the gloves, but wisdom hits harder than any punch does. A fist can defend, but the mind overcomes. Knowledge shines the brightest before it's all said and done. One thing I've been looking to do as well more this year and just throughout my life is diving into other things that doesn't involve media. Like playing with Legos or doing a puzzle or just reading more. Like I hate getting the itching feeling of waking up and picking up my phone. So this is some different ways that I can practice getting off media. So that piece I just moved over that portrait, right? Crazy thing happened. I went to the park earlier that week and I ended up getting a ticket for painting. But it was crazy because I didn't get any warnings. I didn't get anything. And mind you, I was out there for a couple of hours prior. They ticketed me for vendoring, but I wasn't out there selling. I didn't even sell anything. I did have a notebook out there for people to put down their names, and I was telling people that I was doing a studio sale. I had some pieces out there, but I wasn't out there selling, man. I was out there painting the whole time in the zone. So it was crazy because I thought you could just pop up and paint, but they coerced me trying to get me to sell them stuff. Like they were coming up to my table asking me about some of the products and asking me am I selling anything. I was like, well, I got a studio sale going on, blah blah blah, and then they ended up writing me a ticket. So I'm gonna take their ass to court with that. So yeah, with that. But it's crazy how even with them being black officers and all this and that, they didn't give no warning. They didn't give nothing. They just came up. They didn't even give me their names until I asked them. So, it's just unfortunate how people can view the art world now, but also just people being in that space. Because when I was talking to him, he was like, "Yeah, man, we gonna tell you one day, but you gonna be out here the next." I'm like, "Bro, this is my first time ever coming out here." And it was two officers at that. So think about two officers pulling up on you as you're painting and you like what. Guy was trying to tell me, he was like, because I told him straight up, I was like, yeah, y'all made me feel uncomfortable when y'all pulled up. He was like, what you mean we made you feel uncomfortable? I want to know why. I was like, bro, like it's two officers pulling up on me while I'm painting, but also too, like, y'all didn't give me no names. At first it was feeling genuine, so I didn't fuck with that. Like I feel like that was just rude and disrespectful. And the crazy part about it is too, everybody was walking by booing them and was like, "Boo, y'all out here arresting people. He's doing nothing but painting." Mind you, it was a good bit of people out there watching me paint. So yeah, it's just crazy, man. Just seeing that happen in my face, man. Because when you're in it, it's just like, bro, am I really disturbing anybody? Am I really disturbing anybody? And rather than give me a warning or be like, hey man, they out here ticketing folks for this, they're cracking down on this. It's just like, yeah, man. And mind you, I just moved, so. But being an artist, man, you're gonna notice it's gonna be a lot of people restricting against that freedom. To me, I definitely know it's a power trip on their end. But here you got me wrapping up a special piece. This is for my lady's mother, my in-law, I guess you would call her, but Miss Sheila, that's my dog, man. Sheila's my dog. Like, always been supporting, always showing love, and I, it's like, why not? You know what I'm saying? We was getting stuff out the crib, and I was like, you know what? I want to give this to your mom. So, took a trip down to South Atlanta, and yeah, man, got her a nice little piece. Really? Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm a- When it comes to our own success, who do we praise? Or when we are wallowing in fear, who's holding the strings? Did we really just forget about humanity? Or did we just stop feeding ourselves? So, man, we just moved. And big shout out to the homies, you know what I'm saying, for coming through. You know, I'm the type of person, I don't like hiring movers, man. I like using my people. I like being resourceful. Um, but I don't like spending money. I think that's the country part in me. Like, I'm just not used to paying for the services. We usually using people around us, using the community, and that, all that. But also for me, man, I just like putting shit together. So this was a cool project, just being able to like put together our little desk that go in under our large table. I know Clark referenced that she wanted to do a shared office space, which I thought was dope. And I was like, well, let's do a long table then so we can work side by side. And we loving it already. So this was a cool project though. And I don't really have a hard time putting together IKEA furniture. I actually am a big fan of IKEA, so yeah, this was a pretty smooth pickup. These didn't take me too long to put together as well. I think I got everything in before the sun went down too. So I kind of spent the day just getting the office together because I know one, she was starting work soon. So I definitely wanted her to have a space to work, but also two, with me, I definitely wanted to get some editing going, man. I know it's been a minute, but in order for me to really get into my working mode, I gotta have the space together. Man, these wasps ain't no damn joke. Y'all see this shit, man? These niggas is not no joke. Yo, we've been fighting off wasp nests and all that, man, on the balcony, but I think we pretty cleared up now. But definitely, this is my first time painting on the balcony, man. Like I said, we just moved in, so but I definitely wanted to paint on the balcony because it was such a vibe. It's bigger than the last apartments, and we're facing the trees, which I really like. So nobody bothering us, nobody really can't see us, and it's just in the cut. And we got some nice sunlight to kind of hit the painting while we going at it. But with this final piece, man, I definitely wanted to add some wheat straw to give it more of a southern vibe. I was thinking about doing like a toothpick, but I'm so close to nature, man. I'm like, how can we use something natural that grows out the ground? And I thought a wheat straw would be perfect. So I added that on here, and I wanted to finish up with just finalizing all the darks, and then I wanted to apply my signature. But I know for sure on this piece, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with a black frame or a green frame. I know it's gonna be thick. It's gonna be probably like a good bit of depth on this frame, but it's definitely gonna be wooden. And I've already submitted this, but I'm definitely gonna call this piece. Yeah, I'm gonna call this piece "They Don't Love This Town." It's just such a space where I'm in right now where I feel like people aren't really loving on themselves enough and they're not loving on their spaces enough. Meaning they're kind of just perceiving how they should take care of things when and that perception is coming from outside influence rather than really seeing what's fueling you, what's really helping you. Not what's convenient, but what's helping you actually. Like in this world and society, man, we've grown to live amongst convenience, and that's the only way of living. But man, if we understand how much that can actually destroy us, like we'll really start doing more. So think about that too, man. Not allowing stuff to kind of take a hold of your situation of just by convenience. Just do it and reap the reward from it, and go on to the next one. You know what I'm saying? Not everything is here to kind of make it ease off you. This life shit ain't hard, but it ain't easy as well. Peace.